Hi and welcome to my channel. So if you are an overseas trained nurse, midwife or nursing associate, there are currently 4 pathways that you can use to move to the UK this 2024, which means that if you have any of these qualifications, whether it's a degree or a diploma, it doesn't matter. You can move to the UK. Your pay is going to be the same. It doesn't matter again whether you've got a degree or diploma, because this is something that I get asked very frequently. Melvis, I've got a diploma. Does it mean that I'm going to be earning less? Or if I've got a degree, does it mean that I'm going to earn more? No, it makes absolutely no difference. So if you're new to my channel, you're very much welcome. If you are a returning subscriber, obviously, I hope that you're implementing the things that I'm talking about. So I have a special place for you. So if you haven't joined this family, hit the subscribe button so that you're the first person to be notified every single day when I drop a new video on here. So in today's video, I'm going to tell you the 4 pathways that are currently available to move to the UK if you're overseas and you're a qualified nurse, midwife, or nursing associate. And if you're hearing this for the first time, there are some people that have trained overseas as nursing assistants, auxiliary nurses, community care nurses, you know, whatever they call it, where in the country where you live, those people can register with the Nursing and Midwifery Council in the UK to work as nursing associates. This has huge opportunities for you because you can, for example, upgrade or do a top-up course to become a qualified nurse in only 18 months. It also helps because you're going to earn a lot more money. You earn about £27,000 per year instead of $20,000 as a carer. So there are many advantages with this pathway. If you're not aware, by the way, if you check the comment section below, I do have a free newsletter where I send information such as this directly to your amazing inbox. I send information about free visa sponsorship opportunities to move to the UK, career progression in the UK. I started my own UK journey as a carer as well in a nursing home. I have then gone on to study nursing in the UK. I've done a master's in mentorship in nursing. I've done an apprenticeship as well in advanced clinical practice. So I work as an advanced nurse practitioner, which is the most senior clinical nursing position in the profession. And this is the reason why I'm passionate about this career, because this is the pathway that I've undertaken, and I know that there are many of you here who are in similar circumstances as myself, and so we can only really make the most of the best opportunities that this country has to offer. It's not to be mediocre. There is no room for mediocrity. You cannot come all the way from home to a country like this and waste the opportunities that are available. It is very disheartening, and please, we should not be doing that, because we spend a lot of money, a lot of sacrifices. Some people have sold land, they have left their businesses, they have left their families, people have borrowed money to come here. So you cannot come here and be mediocre. That's what I'm saying. You have to be part of the top 1% of people that will succeed, excel, thrive, so that you can work less, earn more, and retire early. I'm saying this because we are all in the same situation. So I share that info directly to your inbox. So again, career progression opportunities, like I've said, you're also going to find my contact details on there. There's my WhatsApp number as well as my email address, so that if you need that tailored support, you need one-to-one support, you've got questions, you're like, Melvis, I've watched 50 videos on YouTube right now about this topic. I'm still as confused as I was, if not more confused. You can get in contact with myself, because it's all about getting clarity and moving forward this 2024, because I'm calling this year the year for reawakening. If you watched any of my previous videos, look, 2023 for me was all about implementation. We've gone past that stage now. Is the reawakening, so that those of you that have been dormant, you've been receiving unfortunate emails, you've been procrastinating, you're sat there thinking, oh my God, where do I get started? Is it for me? Can I make it? You've received those unfortunate emails. Gone are the days. This is a new era. This is a new dawn, and this is the right time to be able to move forward together, so we're leaving nobody behind. Pathway number 1, look, I like it because it's very smooth, it's straightforward, you're done, dusted, you're in the UK. That's why I like pathway number 1. Pathway number 4 is for really smart people. And let me tell you something. If you're struggling financially, pathway number 4 is perfect for you, because I know that moving to the UK is not a cheap process. The visa, you need to write exams, you write tests, it can take a lot of money. So if you're struggling financially, which I know some people are, pathway number 4 is going to be perfect for you. Pathway number 2 is something that it's also a really easier pathway for you to pursue, but you've got to be really smart with your information information gathering. Pathway number 3 is similar as well, which means that some people are very good with digesting complex information, and they are the ones that will succeed with some of these pathways. If you're somebody who doesn't do enough research, look, it's going to be tough to go through some of these pathways. So that's why I'm bringing them to you. So pathway number 1 is that you're already a nurse, midwife, nursing associate, degree or diploma. It makes no difference whatsoever. You write your IELTS, your OET, and then you have the required grade by the NMC in the UK, which, by the way, you need to be aiming to score at least a 7 in all the different sections. That is the objective. Score at least a 7. If you're watching this and you've got any questions, leave them in the comment section below. What is your situation at the moment? Have you written out OET? Are you already in the UK? How did you find it? Have you got any challenges? Are you still planning to write these tests? I know some people have written them so many different times. You may find that there is a pathway here that is even easier for you to pursue. And you're going to be sat there saying to yourself, Melvis, I have no idea why I was even bothering about this IELTS or ET when I could just move to the UK without it. If you are already in the UK at the moment, working as a carer or in another job, you know what I mean, and you're a nurse, midwife, nursing associate from back home, you are sitting on gold. You are sitting on gold. That's what I'm saying. And if you understand the value of the qualification that you have, you're going to wake up. You know, that reawakening is going to happen. And you're going to be like, Melvis, thank you very much for this video, because look, girl, I'm ready for that journey. So, and by the way, if you're not aware, if you check the description box below or the about section of this channel, I have a private career coaching program where I offer one-to-one tailored, individualized, and personalized guidance with transitioning into nursing, whether you've got no experience, you know, prior, or you've already got experience as a nurse, or you're wanting to get into nursing, or you're already in the UK, you're looking to switch your visa, you're looking for opportunities where they'll pay you to study nursing, then I'm your girl. I can support you with that journey. You want to get into the NHS, as you know, there are endless opportunities for career growth. Personally, I've done 2 apprenticeships myself with the NHS, you know, so that I've been able to progress beautifully within the last 13 years in the UK. Is because of the opportunities that I have had. Because like I say, I leave no stone unturned. I am unapologetic about my career growth in this country, because for me, the only reason I came to the UK was because of career progression. Is because I knew that if I studied nursing, I would not have been able to progress back home like I would in the UK. So that's the only reason I came to this country. And that's why I don't apologize for my wanting the best. I know that I deserve the best. And look, if you're watching my videos, look, you better embrace this and say, look, I deserve the best. Leave a comment in the comment section and say, Melvis, I deserve the best. Because if you don't say that to yourself and go for those opportunities, nobody will give them to you. They don't come on a platter of gold to say, hi, Melvis, you know, you've been so good. Look at opportunities. Nobody will do that. Employers would rather you stay stuck in the same position, working for them, toiling and sweating. And look, it's not worth it. Don't even get me started on that one. So again, if you join my coaching program, like I say, it's not for everybody. It's only for the top 1% of people, because I know that 99.9% of people here don't mean it that they want to be successful. Because if you want to be successful, you need to put in the effort. If you don't put the effort, you're going to get nowhere. So obviously, like I say, the year for reawakening is here. And so yes, the objective is to pull the 99% of you that are in that bracket to join us within the top 1%. So again, during our live session on Thursday, we're going to get into more detail about these pathways and these opportunities, because I've got hundreds of people in my program that are currently going through various of these pathways, and it's just amazing to see the progress that is, you know, that people are having. So pathway number 2 is, if you're from a majority English-speaking country, you don't need to write IELTS or OET. Again, this is a really simple, straightforward process, but you need to know which country you're from, because that's your duty. Again, which country are you from? Is it a country that is eligible to register with the NMC without IELTS or OET? Leave a comment in the comment section below. There's a particular list of countries. If you want to see that, if you check the NMC website, you're going to see a list of all the countries that are eligible for this pathway, so that you're not sat there struggling to write IELTS or OET when you don't even need it. Can you imagine how painful that's going to be when you find out that you spend so much money, you spend so much time, you've been so stressed out about these exams, and you didn't even need them in the first place? So that is pathway number 2. And obviously, as you're watching this video, if you know anybody that can benefit from this information, friends, loved ones, family, colleagues, please do me the favor and share this with them so that they are aware of these pathways and they can pursue which of these is ideal for their personal circumstances. Don't say that my friend went for this pathway, so I need to do the same. No, it's a case-by-case basis. The NMC is very keen on treating everybody, you know, that individualized care that we go on about, and you know, person-centered care. That's what it's really about. So if you're not sure about your circumstances, obviously leave that in the comment section below, and we're more than happy to share more information about it. And then pathway number 3 is that if you studied in English but you are from a non-majority English speaking country, then you can also be exempted from writing IELTS or OET. As I said, pathway number 1 is smooth and straightforward. You write your IELTS or OET. You have 7 in all sections, for example. Done. That state you're a nurse in the UK. These other pathways, you need to be amazing with information gathering. You need to be so impeccable with everything for you to go through. And so with pathway number 3, obviously, if you studied in English from a non-majority English-speaking country, you can be exempted from writing IELTS or OET. Again, which country are you from? Because the country where you're from is going to determine which of these pathways you can go, as well as other personal circumstances. So you can find more information about this on the NMC website itself. If you're part of my private coaching program, on your nursing community hub under the nurses and midwife section, I have put a lot of this information on there so that it's easy for you. You don't need to struggle. You click on there it is, laid bare in front of you. But if you've got any queries and you're like, hey Melvis, after watching this video, I've had this reawakening and I'm like, girl, how do I go through this pathway? Then just give me a call after this video and I'll be able to go through the entire process with you to make sure that if you're eligible for one of these pathways and you'll miss the information during our live sessions, or you haven't attended the session and you're not aware, then this is like, you know, the day for you to get started with this. Because the reason I share all these videos every single day on YouTube is because I know that those of you that are part of my coaching program, you're watching these videos, and so it's like saying to you, this is what is available, this is what we can do, so that if you've missed it in one of the sessions, then obviously you can pick it up from YouTube, from the community hub, from any session. It just gives you that holisticness and more opportunities to kind of be in touch with that information. That's why I share them on purpose. So that's pathway number 3. Again, which of these pathways are you leaning towards as we're going over the 4 different pathways? So pathway number 4 is that you come to the UK as a carer, for example, or a non-clinical job, or working for the NHS, for example, and then once you get to the UK, you can then transition into nursing, midwifery, or nursing associate. This is ideal for people that are already in the UK at this point in time. It makes it that pathways number 2, 3, and even 1 so much easier, because if you're working in the UK and you're doing things the way I say, the right way, it means that you're earning more, you're working less, and obviously you've got more money to be able to pursue your dreams. If you're in the UK and you don't have time with the job you're doing the wrong job. You need to leave. You need a job where they're going to pay you more, but you're going to have more time for yourself so that you can focus on progressing in your career, so that you get to the top where you're going to work even less and earn even more money. That's what you need to be working towards. If you find yourself on a job like domiciliary care, where you're starting work at 7 a.m. and finishing at 11 p.m. and they're paying you for 4 hours, and you carry on doing that job for months, look, I don't get you, because you're not in this country for, I don't want to call the name because, you know, but I mean, gone are the days. That was like in the 100s or something. This time and age, you need to stand up for yourself. In a country like the UK, if you don't stand up for yourself, let me tell you, you're going to struggle big time. Because this country, you need to be so tough with yourself. You need to really stand up to those employers. And how do you stand up to employers? If an employer isn't treating you right, find a better one. That's the option. It's not to be fighting with the current employer that you've got. It doesn't help. Find another employer and move on. Because there is better out there. If you start that, oh, can you not put me on this shift? Can you give me these hours? Can you do this? They don't listen because you're already there. And employers value the staff that they don't have. Employers value the staff that they don't have yet. That's how it works. Which means that a new employer will embrace you, they'll support you, but your current employer, no, because they already have you. So You need to make sure that you find an employer that will give you time. And that's why I like the NHS, because those of us that work for the NHS, if you're working, say, those 12-hour shifts, you do 3 days a week and you're off 4 days a week. You can't choose to work Monday to Friday if that's what you choose. You can do 8 till 4, 8 till 6. You know what I mean? There are all different shift patterns. But the thing is that you always have time. Because if you're working 3 days a week, where, you know, that's the case with most of the places, you have 4 days off. Even if you're studying for arts, for OET, you want career progression, you're exploring courses, you're doing other interviews, you've got time. These private companies, they're going to suck life out of you, and you don't even have time for yourself, for your family. You're going to be burnt out. It is not worth it. I cannot say this enough, and it's because I understand the implications that this has. And you may think, oh, I don't have time, but that's the more reason why you should stand up, get another job, move on. Having visa sponsorship is not an excuse. You know, you can't get another visa sponsorship and switch. There is no time to waste on employers that don't value your skills and that don't know your worth. Because you know your worth, those employers are not going to see it. So with pathway number 4, like I've said, it is amazing because you should get the time, the money to pursue pathways number 1, 2, 3, so that you can go even faster. Which means that if you're a nurse, midwife, carer out of the UK, you know, you move here with this pathway, then you work, have more money, save it. That's what you should be doing. So again, you know, I hope that you found this helpful, by the way. It's a lot of information, but it's really just about giving you the overview. But if you need that tailored guidance, then obviously you should, you know, feel free to contact me, feel free to join my coaching program. There's a lot that is involved with this. So I only offer one-to-one support to people that are part of my private coaching program, because it is what it is. You know, I've got a job myself, you know, so that's how it goes, because there's a lot that is involved, like I say. And if you don't have access to our live sessions, the community hub, it can be very, very challenging, you know, with all of this. So do contact me. My contacts are in the comment section. Check out this other video that I've linked up specially for you as well. Check this out.